Hello and welcome back for part 16 of the von Carstein Lord and Hero Only campaign. Still over the end turn here, it's currently Karak's turn, and they had an army ambushed by Isabella and wiped out, and now they've sent a second, like, two-thirds of a stack to fight us, which should be fine. I mean, they have some high-tier units here, although fortunately the ones with the gold experience chevrons are not the Longbeards. And Vlad is on, yeah, Vlad is on raiding stance, so he'll come in winded, but everyone else should be fine. Yep. Don't think it should be too difficult. Yeah, leaving Vlad out of raiding stance, oh, sorry, out of ambush stance, and having Isabella wait in ambush stance behind really worked out perfectly because it's, yeah, just so much easier not fighting this army along with the other dozen or 14 units the dwarves sent at me earlier. Okay, nice open battlefield. Right, so the dwarves will have to come to me because they launched the attack. That's okay. Okay, so I have Arcane Conduit on Isabella and these three. Yeah, the grudge throwers are anti-infantry, but not very effective against single entities. They're not so dangerous. They do have some thunderers though. Those are a bit scary. Thunderers, I think, are the best dwarf missile unit against lone heroes. One of the hard things in this campaign is keeping track of all the magic items, all the abilities on all the characters here. I think I can more or less remember what stuff's in Isabella's army versus in Manfred's army. Okay. Well, if they want to line up like that and maybe fire some artillery at me, I am okay with this. Yeah. Let's have Isabella try and run up and drop down a Wind of Death. Okay, yeah, I'm not quite sure what their plan is here. So there's some Longbeards and some Thunderers out ahead of the rest of the army. Yeah, we're not realistically going to get a great Wind of Death down the whole army line, which is what I was like kind of naively hoping for. So probably just need to. Oh, that was a Thunderer's unit. It is now not. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any problem here at all. We'll just get into melee. And they've got a few units of missile troops, but just not enough. Let's see. Yeah, let's wait for let's get a fight going with a big clump of the dwarfs, and then I'll drop down some more magic on them. Come on, dwarves. Come on. There you go. Oh, shoot. This Necromancer's getting a little wrecked. Yeah. I should take him off that corpse guard, I think. I've mentioned it before, but then didn't actually do it. Where's the general? He's still over here. Okay. Probably wasn't the best use of that, but good enough. Yeah, there's not much left over this way. Lots of units running away. Didn't quite position that right, but it's not going to matter. I think their grid throwers are firing into combat here, which is going to do more damage to their own troops than it will to mine. Yeah, I think that looks like the army losses. Again, we'll have to run and, follow up and chase this army down on my turn, but that should not be a problem. Hopefully, yeah, just about kept under the healing cap there. As in, I should be able to get everyone up to full health. Okay. Yeah, you can keep chasing after them. Completely forgot my White King's vigor, or, boost to vigor, but not to worry. Do need to do a little healing here. Yeah, I don't have any more magic, but the regeneration should be sufficient. The old corpse cart has not been doing it. It's just too slow and too big a target for missile fire, I think. Okay, now I should be able to do a bit more damage with that ability. It looks like I might be able to wipe out enough of this unit so it can't actually survive. That would be good. Well, he is faster than those miners, but not by enough, unfortunately. Yeah, I think they're going to get away. That's too many of them left here. Yep, got a couple of them. Alright, that'll do it. Yeah, trolled again with a close victory. I don't know. Hopefully this means I can steamroll through the two remnants of these armies and then take Karak pretty easily on my turn, which was what I was going for. Yep, so that army pulls back to there. They've got one more army here, but no units in it. Oh, what? Okay. Force marching part way back towards us. Of all the possibilities, like this ain't it. Really funny how the AI, yeah. I mean, they're completely, it's completely hopeless for them, but I still don't understand some of the decisions there. Anyway, Okay, so Armor of Temple Half here for Manfred. Need to move a character to Carcassonne. Alright, I'm not going to prioritize that, but have it on the back burner. Magic item drop chance, sure. Who are you again? Oh, you're up here in Essen. Okay, that's right. Reinforcements range 20%. Failed that mission, that's not a problem. Rebellion in Averland. Yep, I think we knew that was coming. Physical resistance 15%, very nice. Okay. So yes, a lot happened over that end turn. We had two battles against the dwarves, plus a battle against Ostland. And the nice thing is we get to actually follow up and wipe out these armies and get extra experience and so on. On the downside, we did lose Fort Obersteier to the leader of the Sterlin faction. Yes, unfortunately, because of the position of this river. Okay, you could force march. Hmm. I'm thinking of how I actually deal with these troops. I don't really want to let them sit there and build up. Admittedly, they're not going to be able to recruit anything other than very basic units for a while. I mean, there's no military buildings in the fort, but still. Just have a quick check of troops they still have here. So they have, yeah, military presence 5, so 10 or 11 units still sat over this way. That's probably not going to be enough for them to send out. Okay, and they've stuck these 9 units in the settlement, but they're damaged. And on force march. Okay, I think I can work with that. Alright, everything looks fine here, I think. No new situation developed that I wasn't aware of earlier. Let's have just a quick check of the vampire recruitment situation. So at 14 of 14, and knowledgeable is a great trait to pick up there. Manfred's getting leveled up. It'd actually be quite nice to swap this general out for another general so I could pick up the Children of Night on somebody else. I'd held off doing that because discipline is such a good trait, but I think I just want to prioritize getting more vampires. Okay, let's move heroes who are doing scouting. I'm certainly still concerned about Karak over here. I mean, I do have walls in. Oh no, I don't have walls yet in Eschen. Yeah, let's get going on that right away. Here, I think I just want to go for the wine resource building. Yeah, I think it's not really realistic to try and expand north at all. I should just have these troops deal with Ostland, wipe out the remnant of that army, and then come down here and try and take the fort back as soon as possible. Isabella finishes off Carrick Hirn, then comes up and comes back over this way to try and deal with Stirland. I gather all the troops I can in Averland to deal with the Averland and revolt, which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, where am I concerned about enemy armies appearing from? I think I'm, yeah, military presence 14, so I'm a bit concerned about Dreicher, but I can't really afford to spend the time and troops, or go into the Griffin Wood and deal with her, so that's just being left for now. So let's have you scout to the north a little. I think there's more Ostmark armies somewhere. Yeah, they're still strong. They're strong and only at war with me. Bad combination. Okay, I think I've scouted far enough north. I also want him to, I want to kind of have him yo-yo back and forth here to keep an eye on the dwarves too. I'd like at least sort of a turn's warning of whether when there's a dwarf stack coming at me. Okay, so we've got some level ups to do. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Ah, and I've started to be able to get to Arcane Conduit on my Shadow Vampires. That's very nice. Not sure if that ability stacks, this Dark Benediction. +8 leadership for allies in range. I mean, even if it doesn't stack, it's quite nice. The question is whether I should get it on multiple vampires or not. I suspect it does not stack. It's my understanding of in-battle effects is that multiple vampires with this wouldn't give more than +8 leadership. Doesn't cost me too much to test it, I suppose. Okay, and you work on this. Yeah, so this army can't retreat. Oh, and it's in reinforcement range from the garrison too. Temple Half has walls, which is good. Just trying to think about positioning of these armies after this turn. It's kind of funny that it's actually faster to go round this way, I mean, than it is to actually try and cross the river here, just because of how much movement it takes. So this is my new lord, who just got the Restless dead. I think it makes sense to have him launch the attack here. Also saves movement on Manfred, and Manfred doesn't have to move at all. And Aborash doesn't have to move very much. Now, what was I doing with Manfred? Yeah, Manfred has quite a few wasted skill points from the AI, sadly. He does have that second Child of Night point, which is great. He doesn't particularly need Lightning Strike. Doesn't need this other stuff either. I don't need to pick up a Hellsteed. I will go for the Zombie Dragon. That's the... I think that's the best way I get a second siege attacker, actually. Okay, well, even though I don't like the Law of Death particularly, he already does have Lawmaster in that, so it's not going to take too many points to get up to the Purple Sun. This actually makes that cheaper. Cooldown minus 25% for Law of Death spells. In terms of AoE Vortex spells, Manfred casting the Purple Sun is actually going to be a pretty effective option, I think. So let's go for a bit more Death Magic. He should be able to still finish off the Vampire Magic and pick up all the other most important points. I'm not sure I'll be able to get him all the way along this personal combat tree, but that's alright. In my experience, that's often what gets left behind for the lords who have so many options. I do want to get experience with this army too, though. Yeah, it's a bit annoying there's an Empire captain just taking up the space there. Okay, so let's get these battles started. I won't auto-resolve this, although it should be very easy victory. They really don't have much. They've got their Archer General, Outriders, another unit of missile units, but otherwise just a few leftover melee troops. One thing I should try and remember by the end of, before the end of this turn is to actually just go through followers and magic items at least briefly and make sure I'm not you know, make sure I don't have a good magic item sitting off somewhere not equipped. I think I probably do at this stage. All right, now I have reinforcements coming from behind them. I believe that'll be the garrison, which I'm not too concerned about. Yes, okay. So let's get all my actual units coming in here. This army gets wiped out when it's beaten. I would rather just withdraw and increase the chance of getting a decisive victory than have these units. Well, it doesn't look like they're coming over to engage me. I thought they were actually coming over to fight these troops. In that case, I'll leave them on the battlefield, just hang out in the corner. I was just going to say that I don't need these units at all. And if they get involved in the fight and I actually have some of them wiped out, which is possible, it yeah, probably pushes us towards the close victory. Okay, so they're taking a defensive position. Yeah, that makes sense. And do I have mounted vampires here? No, I took them all off there. Hellsteeds. Don't think much strategy is really needed here. I'm sure I could be doing a bit better in terms of optimal use of magic items and so on. Yeah, in the future I should group up the subgroups of vampires who have the arcane conduit, but I don't need to bother with that here. Okay, Manfred's taking a bit of damage from the missile fire. Let's just drop a heal on him. Just keep an eye on everyone's health here, but I don't imagine needing to really do much of them drop an occasional heal. Yeah, I've got almost a full unit of greatswords up this way, I guess. So let's wait for them to engage, then drop down the Swords of Stone. Guess I can hit their leadership and vigor slightly too with that ability. Yeah, not envisaging any problem at all here. But we'll just speed it up even. Kill the general off. Yeah, it's very nice in these situations where you don't need to really worry about running down enemy troops. Just, you know, fight the battle a bit inefficiently. Okay, and everyone's just regenerating up to full. Very nice. Yeah, no more healing to do. Yeah, we're taking care of them. Excellent. And a bunch more followers. Okay, so you're 1 point away from getting me an extra vampire, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll just have to see what this army does. I want to keep these troops together. Hmm. With hindsight, I maybe shouldn't have moved north with the White King, and I should have just have him scout over this way because some possibilities an army of dwarves out of sight here. Okay. Well, so if I force march with this guy, I can get down to here and only regular march with the other two. Yeah. More time and Essen are not viable to me at all. Um, might have to decide about taxation here. Actually making quite a lot of money. Wow. Huh. 700, yeah. But, you know, as has been the case throughout the campaign, I just can't really hold on to everything at once here. So let's have you force march over to this way. So now, if this army comes to besiege Templehalf, I can break the siege with my troops here. It's really unfortunate there isn't a fast way to get across the river, but there isn't. Um, yes, we're looking at a revolt in 3 turns here. I'm tempted to just take as much money as I possibly can, let the revolt happen, and not really care about it. So the other things I need to do. So Averheim gets a revolt, and the Moot's getting one. Not this turn, but next turn. Okay. So now what I want to do is get all of these heroes onto my Lord. Unlike the battle against the Stirland army that I lost, I'm more confident about being able to beat the revolt army that spawns. Averheim also has the walls, of course, so it can't be assaulted right away. So I think what I want to do. So view comes stand over here, and I think I'll go into ambush stance, and then join all of my vampires. Yeah, I actually. Right, another thing here is that these vampires are still wounded from the last battle, and are only getting replenishment now when they rejoin the army. There we go, okay. Um, might want to recruit another lord here actually. I can consider that. I think I can think about that based on how things go down here because once this lady gets up to, oh, she already has second point in Children of the Night. Ah, excellent. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I could imagine disbanding her and recruiting another lord here. I'm not too concerned about being in the negative on income. We're certainly making money from fighting battles. So what have we got here? We've got one battle to wipe this out, a second battle against this guy out in the open, which will hopefully kill off most of the troops here, and then a third battle against Karak Hirn that has to be led by Vlad. Alright, Vlad has 2 level ups. He's not going to be necessarily in friendly territory all that much, but I'm thinking of going for these Necroc points. Well, that's not yeah, that's not useful though, sadly. Hmm. Okay, these points aren't so impactful. Let's just make Vlad an even better fighter. I've got enough points to basically do that plus the magic lines, so looks good. Isabella has one level up point, and I do want to get her to Lightning Strike. It's really funny that she has Lightning Strike up at the end of this tree, but whatever. Okay, so these vampires are working up their combat. Yeah, extra hit points. Rank 22 on the White King, who has almost everything. And can almost just make this Necromancer immortal. I'll have to consider that when he gets to rank 20, whether that's actually worth doing or not. Get an extra point in scouting. Sure. And you have Wound of Death. Great. Oh, second level up. Alright. Yeah, and you get second point in Children of the Night. So I do like the Lamian Bloodline vampires, but I'm going to temporarily disband this lord so I can bring somebody else in to just get them up to that critical rank 4 for the extra vampire slots. Let's take all her gear off. And yeah, let's replace her. So I need somebody who doesn't have CON. So someone here at rank 1 like the Strigoi would be fine. Can I not recruit any normal vampire lords? I guess not. Huh. Oh yes, I can. This one. Um, let's maybe leave him in case I... Yeah, I think this is probably the preferred option for defending Averheim. So let's just grab this Ghoul King here. Yeah. So now what I want to do... So it looks like if I have the Strigoi launch this attack, both Isabella and Vlad are reinforcing. Great. I'll have this... Okay. I want this Necromancer to join Isabella's army, although... Maybe I should do it after this first battle to make sure she has enough movement range. I think it should be okay. I can always boot him out of the army afterwards. Yeah, I didn't really dig into her movement range at all. So you can launch this attack, get you ranked up towards Children of Night as fast as possible. Yeah, looks good. Things should definitely get easier in this campaign once I can actually recruit lords at rank 4 and just recruit disband every turn and get, essentially dozens of new vampire slots opening up within a few turns. That's really what I'm working towards. But I need to get my... I forgot to take the Necromancer off his corpse cut. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I need to... that's what I need to get, like, Drakenhof and Templehof up to rank 4 to grab the building that raises the global Lord Recruit rank. Okay, everyone's regenerating up to full, that's great. Let's go find some dwarves. Where are you at, dwarves? This one must be back over here, maybe? Am I blind? Come out, dwarves. We won't hurt you. Oh, that's not true. Maybe in the trees? I didn't even think of. Oh, there they are. Okay. Don't know why we couldn't see them. All right. Oh, hold on. Oh, the corpse got left behind. That's what happened. No worries. Looks like I can get a wind of death down. Oh, it's yeah. That's looking tasty. Yeah, she needs to walk up into crossbow range. That's right. Okay, that's fine. Willing to let her do that. Yeah, she take a bit of damage, not too much. Oh, that's not angled perfectly, but that's still going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. At least try and knock some of their missile units onto the ground to stop them shooting a bit. Yeah, just run straight at these thunders, I think. They're going to start focusing on my corpse cart. Yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, got him. And on full smash they get wiped out. Yeah, just need to do a tiny bit of healing. Great. Warpstone Hunter, alright. Scroll of Blast, Beard Collector, yep. Okay, so rank 2 for you. And level ups for heroes again. Okay, so now I have a decision about immortality on this Necromancer. So the issue is that, I mean, tough is not tough's only useful in battle, and it's not an enormous benefit even there. Certainly, it doesn't stop the Necromancer from taking a lot of damage if he's focus fired. So if I don't go for immortality, I'm basically saying long term, I really want to be a bit fussier with the traits of my Necromancers, even the ones in my army, and have prioritize uh, what's it called? Knowledgeable, and the one that gives discount on building costs. Yep, I think I will. I think I will actually take that decision, not put immortality into a character with a lesser trait. Okay, Isabella now has the issue that she can't actually reach here without going into force march, but that should still be fine. That's because of this necromancer though, and I can always kick him out of the army, so that's all okay. Vlad needs to walk to here. And because they both have, but they're both reinforced so many times, they actually get that improved reinforcements range. So I can launch the attack here. I believe this guy's. Oh no, I can't. There's a silly queue. Oh, vampires too wide to pass one another in this pass. It's a little silly. Okay. Well, I guess that means. Ugh, really wanted this Strigoi to. Okay, well that kind of works, I guess. I was hoping to be able to launch the attack with the Strigoi, but doing it with Vlad's fine. All right, and they didn't retreat, but and so yeah, I'm basically fighting their whole garrison plus the rest of their second army at once. I think that's absolutely fine though. The garrison has full health units, of course, but nothing super scary. So we should be able to get a third battle out of this. The only slight question is whether there's some possibility Vlad runs out of movement and is unable to launch the attack on Karak Hirn, but he should be standing more or less adjacent to it after this battle, so we should be good. Get everything, yeah, get everything completely cleared up with the dwarves this turn. And I forgot to take the Necromancer off his card again. Yeah, sorry, there's too much to remember. And it's not such a priority, I guess. Yeah, you don't have any abilities. Okay, we'll have to just see how the dwarves deploy this time. This is maybe even the same battlefield as before. In any case, I imagine they're somewhere over here. Would be great to get damage done with Wind of Death with Isabella again at the beginning of the battle, so let's go ahead and have her come over this way to do that. Since I already have 30 Winds of Magic, I'll hold off until I've actually spent some of it before I pop the Arcane Conduit. I'm never 100% sure on the optimal way to time the Arcane Conduit. It does take time to cool down, and I think the more you use it, the longer the cooldown is. So when I don't actually need, like when this is full, I don't think increasing the charge rate is actually useful because charge rate depletes over time anyway. It's probably something I should look up, given how important magic is in this campaign. But is this all they have? Okay, they've got more units here. I was gonna say like I thought they had far more units than this. Um, okay. I'm gonna drop a Wind of Death along the missile line this time. Yeah, I didn't quite angle that right, but that's okay. Have everyone else move up. If they want to come towards me, that's great. Yeah, and they are doing. Okay, and I did take out, yeah, only 75 kills. It wasn't a great cast. In general, I think the blocks of infantry are not that dangerous. I could have maybe just gotten greedier and taken some missile fire on Isabella to get a Wind of Death down that back line. It's okay though. Let's try and do it as they move. I should practice doing this because it's an important skill to learn with the vampires. Oh, that was pretty good actually. Yeah, I'm not going to speed this battle up. They do have a couple of heroes, they do have a lot of melee troops. We need to be a little careful with my health on some of my heroes and lords. So there's a, yeah, just get the melee debuff down on these two Lord and Hero, and this is a good Assault of Stone. Yeah, Corpse Cut taking a beating again. What else is new? Come on, Corpse Cut, hold on there. Okay, so done a lot of damage to them. Yeah, lots of these units are routing. We're doing okay health-wise, although, as I said, definitely got to watch the health of the Necromancers. Yeah, this guy's hitting the healing cap, sadly. Oh, that's okay. We shouldn't have to kill too many more of them. They're bringing their Quarrelers into melee, which is always a good sign, I think. Yeah, one of their Lords or Heroes is smacking my Necromancer about. Ah, this guy's liable to get taken out. Yeah. Okay, that's really irritating. That serves me right for not taking him off the corpse cart. I should have been, oh yeah, I was a little careless in this battle. We'll see if he's dead, or, or yeah, we'll see if he's actually gone for good if he recovers after the battle. Okay, and Strigoi taking a bit of damage here too. Yeah, definitely a bit of a tougher battle right at the end here than I expected. I don't think we have too far to go before they get the army losses, but do not want to take casualties, that's for sure. Okay, looks like they've close to had enough, maybe? I've got more healing on this vampire, but she's the one who's full health. Alright, there we go. Okay, so a lot of this stuff gets wiped out because it was in a reinforcing army that was on forced march. Yeah, we'll just have to see if that Necromancer is actually dead, if he made it out. Okay, we got this hero at least, which is good. Oh, that was the enemy lord. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, looks like it's mainly the Strigoi who's benefiting from the healing. Oh, and Vlad, okay. Yeah, I think what I need to do there is have that Necromancer start off of the corpse cart and pay more attention to where their Thane and Lord were, because I'm pretty sure that was what was doing a lot of damage to my Necromancers. Okay, looks like he didn't make it. Unfortunate. Yeah, he's gone for good. Alright, no worries. He picked up the Helm of Discord. Okay. Oh, would say 17%. That's very good. Yeah, so I can. I mean, the upside of this is I actually get to recruit that Necromancer out of somewhere else where. Because I don't really need extra help here to finish off these dwarves. Um, oh, I thought these units being on force march would have gotten wiped out there. Maybe not. Well, I guess not. Okay, so you move in. Okay, so positioning wise, that did all work out. And yeah, probably. Can I get more speed anywhere along here? No, sadly not. Alright, just grab some armor then. Rank 24 Isabella. Yeah, that's not useful. I think I'll take the growth over the vampiric corruption. All the vampire heroes can eventually put points into grabbing more vampiric corruption, so that's the better way to get it. Okay, so you have Dark Benediction, and I won't spend that point on this vampire because I'm pretty sure they don't stack. I mean, I can put the point in it later, but I won't do it right now. So yeah, just finish off increasing armor. Okay, so let's just finish these dwarves off for good. And yeah, they have walls, but Vlad is siege attacker, so I can launch the attack, which is the whole point of this, of course. Yeah, very little left, shouldn't be a problem. I actually lost magic, that's unfortunate. Okay, so do need to do a little healing before we go in here. I did not deploy in the right place. I really should come up this side to minimize the number of towers that can shoot me at once. It's a little careless. Shouldn't take too much damage though. Yeah, and I do still have the regeneration aura on these necromancers, though I don't have arcane conduit. Yeah, so yeah, just stay out of the fire range of this tower. So only taking shots from this one. Then I'm basically just going to walk up the wall, climb up the wall, and fight whatever they have on the wall here. I can still use the Sword of Stone up on the wall, even though I can't use Wind of Death, so that should be good enough. Okay, more or less out of the fire arc of that tower. Get out of this one's arc as well soon. Yeah, they're going to redeploy their missile units probably to start shooting at us, but we should be okay here. I have the option to just leave the necromancers like hidden up against the wall, but not actually go up and fight in the melee, which is probably a good plan. Lots of these units are missile units though, which I mean they're dwarves, so they're not. It's not like they're terrible melee fighters, but they're not as dangerous up on the walls as iron breakers or what have you. Longbeards. Oh, that did not hit where I wanted it to. Oops. Yeah, so I actually should have considered probably putting these vampires up on their hell steeds for this battle. It's really tough, like knowing the optimal configuration for the mounts. Okay, we get to kill this general off in melee right at the beginning, which is great. We still managed to hit Vlad, even for the -40 melee attack. That's kind of impressive. Yeah, White King, I definitely want you getting up there. Necromancer's just staying down at the bottom for now, I think. Hopefully Isabella finishes this guy off as he tries to run past. Oh, he's getting away, but that's fine. Take out these Longbeards. When they've clumped up a bit, I can use my AoE magic again. Yeah. Just be safe and leave the Necromancers out of this one, I think. Don't think this hits up on the wall, sadly, but no, it somehow targets at the base of the wall. Okay. This will, though. No, they're moving a bit. Yeah, so we're just going to have to deal with this stuff in melee. I'll use one Assault of Stone when they get a little closer. It's good enough. Yeah, the Assault of Stone did a huge amount of damage to this Quarreler unit. I don't think there's any problem at all here. Completely unnecessary, but I can. Alright, yeah, just wipe out this last unit. Okay, we got them. Good. Okay, that is the end of Karak Hirn. Because I'm just going to raise the city and remove them for good. One enemy down. Faction destroyed. Karak Hirn. Excellent. Unfortunate to raise a major settlement rather than occupying it and getting the benefit, but I think in this situation it's the best option. Okay, now I guess I have a choice about exactly how I'm going to proceed with movement-wise for Isabella and Vlad. I mean, it's kind of a long way back through the mountains. I could just trespass against the Golden Order or across the Golden Order territory. Maybe you should consider actually trying to wipe them out because they're just going to attack me at some point here. So Fort Sol, yeah, this doesn't actually, this is fortified and has defenses, but not actual troop recruitment. So Steingart and Fieldorf, the big ones, if I could come here and blow those up on my way back up this way to deal with Stirland, that would be great. Okay, I'll have a think about that before the next recording. Yeah, misremember I've got a Necromancer to recruit somewhere too. And I'll have him probably come out of Schwarzhafen and head up to join troops for the defense of Averheim. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you for the next part.